With a possibly unexpected life hack or solution utilizing something as commonplace as salt, this headline appeals to curiosity and excitement. Here is a quick examination of what such a notion could mean. Salt is a simple household item with extraordinary and diverse uses, both in wellness and everyday life. If you're wondering why someone might suggest putting salt in your shoes, it's probably tied to its surprising benefits. Salt has been a trusted household staple for centuries, valued not only for its culinary uses, but also for its remarkable ability to address a variety of practical concerns. One of the lesser-known but highly effective applications of salt is its role as a natural deodorizer, particularly when it comes to neutralizing odors in shoes. Shoes, especially those worn frequently or during intense physical activity, can become breeding grounds for bacteria and fungi due to moisture and sweat. This leads to unpleasant odors that are not only embarrassing but also challenging to remove. Salt offers an inexpensive, chemical-free solution to this problem by tackling the root causes of odor. The mechanism behind salt's odor-fighting properties lies in its ability to draw out moisture and create an inhospitable environment for bacteria and fungi. These microorganisms thrive in warm, damp conditions, feeding on sweat and dead skin cells inside your shoes. As they grow and multiply, they release waste products that result in that characteristic unpleasant smell. By sprinkling salt into your shoes, you can absorb the moisture that sustains these microorganisms, effectively halting their growth and neutralizing odors. Salt's ability to absorb moisture stems from its hygroscopic nature, meaning it naturally attracts and retains water molecules from its surroundings. When sprinkled into the insoles or interior of your shoes, salt immediately begins to draw out the dampness trapped in the fabric or material. This reduction in moisture not only eliminates the breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria, but also helps to dry out the shoes, preventing long-term damage or degradation caused by persistent dampness. Beyond its moisture-absorbing properties, salt also has a slight abrasive quality, which makes it effective at breaking down and neutralizing organic compounds responsible for odor. This dual-action approach, absorbing moisture and neutralizing odor-causing compounds, makes salt a highly efficient deodorizer for footwear. Unlike commercial sprays or deodorizers, which often mask odors with artificial fragrances, salt addresses the problem at its source, providing a more lasting and natural solution. To use salt for deodorizing your shoes, simply sprinkle a thin, even layer of table salt, rock salt, or sea salt inside each shoe. Allow the salt to sit overnight or for several hours to maximize its absorption and deodorizing effects. Afterward, shake out the salt or vacuum the interior of the shoes to remove any remaining particles. The result is a noticeable reduction in odor and a fresher, cleaner environment for your feet. For those who want an even more targeted approach, combining salt with other natural ingredients can enhance its effectiveness. For example, adding a few drops of essential oil, such as tea tree oil or lavender, to the salt before sprinkling it in your shoes can provide an additional antimicrobial boost and leave a pleasant scent. Another option is to mix salt with baking soda, which is also known for its odor-neutralizing properties. Together, these ingredients create a powerful, all-natural solution to combat shoe odors. The benefits of using salt in this way extend beyond immediate odor control. Regular application can help prolong the life of your shoes by preventing the buildup of moisture and the associated wear and tear caused by bacterial and fungal growth. This is particularly important for expensive or frequently used footwear, such as athletic shoes, work boots, or leather dress shoes. Additionally, using salt as a deodorizer is an eco-friendly alternative to chemical-based sprays or inserts, which can contain potentially harmful compounds and contribute to environmental waste. Salt's accessibility and affordability make it an ideal solution for anyone seeking a simple yet effective method to combat shoe odors. A small amount of salt can go a long way in ensuring your footwear remains fresh and pleasant to wear, even during the most demanding activities. Whether you're an athlete, a professional who spends long hours on your feet, or simply someone who wants to maintain a cleaner and more hygienic shoe environment, incorporating salt into your routine can make a significant difference. In addition to its practical benefits, the use of salt for deodorizing shoes carries an element of tradition and natural wisdom. For generations, people around the world have relied on salt's purifying and preserving properties in various aspects of life. By applying this time-honored knowledge to modern challenges like shoe odor, you're not only solving a common problem, but also connecting with a sustainable and holistic approach to everyday living. Salt, in its simplicity, serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes the most effective solutions are found in nature itself. Salt is a remarkably versatile and effective natural remedy for controlling moisture, which makes it invaluable in combating the conditions that allow bacteria and fungi to thrive. Moist environments, particularly in areas like the insides of shoes, create an ideal breeding ground for microorganisms that can lead to infections such as athlete's foot. This fungal infection, which manifests as itching, redness, and scaling on the feet, thrives in warm, damp conditions created by prolonged exposure to sweat or poorly ventilated footwear. Salt's ability to absorb moisture and alter the environment in which bacteria and fungi live makes it a simple yet powerful tool in preventing these issues. At its core, salt is hygroscopic, meaning it naturally attracts and holds water molecules from its surroundings. When placed in a damp environment, such as the interior of shoes, salt works quickly to draw out excess moisture from the material and fabric. By reducing this dampness, salt disrupts the essential conditions that bacteria and fungi need to grow and reproduce. This mechanism is crucial for preventing infections like athlete's foot, as it targets the problem at its source rather than merely treating the symptoms once they appear. In addition to its moisture-absorbing properties, salt creates an environment that is inhospitable to microbial growth. High concentrations of salt can cause osmotic stress on bacteria and fungi, effectively dehydrating and killing them. This dual action, removing moisture and directly inhibiting microorganisms, makes salt a particularly effective and natural method for maintaining foot hygiene. Unlike chemical sprays or treatments that may contain harsh ingredients, salt is gentle, non-toxic, and safe for regular use. Using salt to control moisture and prevent infections is simple and requires minimal effort. For example, sprinkling a layer of salt into your shoes after wearing them, especially following physical activity or exposure to wet conditions, can help wick away excess moisture. Leaving the salt in place overnight allows it to work effectively, drawing out dampness and neutralizing any potential microbial threats. The next day, the salt can be easily removed by shaking out the shoes or using a vacuum to clean the interior. Salt can also be used preventatively to create a dry environment in which fungi and bacteria are less likely to proliferate. For individuals prone to excessive foot sweating or those who wear closed-toe shoes for extended periods, adding a small sachet of salt or a salt-based drying packet inside the shoes can provide continuous moisture control. This approach is particularly useful for athletic footwear, work boots, and any shoes made from materials that tend to retain moisture such as leather or synthetic fabrics. For enhanced effectiveness, salt can be combined with other natural ingredients known for their antimicrobial properties. For instance, mixing salt with baking soda amplifies its ability to absorb moisture while also neutralizing odors. Adding a few drops of essential oils like tea tree oil or eucalyptus oil to the salt can further enhance its antifungal and antibacterial capabilities. These combinations not only help to maintain a dry and clean environment within the shoes, but also provide additional protection against common foot infections. The benefits of using salt for moisture control extend beyond preventing athlete's foot. By reducing dampness, salt can also help prevent other foot-related issues, such as blisters and skin irritation, which are often exacerbated by prolonged exposure to wet or sweaty conditions. Moreover, keeping shoes dry and free from bacterial and fungal growth helps extend their lifespan, preserving the material and preventing unpleasant odors that can arise from microbial activity. Salt's affordability and availability make it an accessible solution for anyone seeking to improve foot hygiene and prevent infections. Whether you're an athlete, a professional who spends long hours in restrictive footwear, or someone living in a humid climate, incorporating salt into your routine is a cost-effective and eco-friendly way to address the challenges of moisture and microbial growth. It is a simple, natural, and sustainable remedy that requires no special equipment or expertise to use effectively. Beyond its practical applications, salt's use for moisture control and infection prevention has roots in traditional practices and wisdom. Cultures around the world have long recognized salt's purifying and preservative properties, using it not only for food preservation, but also for cleansing and maintaining hygiene. Applying this time-tested knowledge to modern challenges, such as foot infections, bridges the gap between ancient remedies and contemporary needs. By incorporating salt into your daily habits, you can take proactive steps to protect your feet from common infections and discomfort. Its ability to reduce dampness and inhibit the growth of harmful microorganisms makes it an invaluable tool in maintaining overall foot health. Salt, though simple and humble, offers a powerful solution to a problem that affects many people, proving once again that natural remedies often hold the key to effective and sustainable wellness practices. Salt has held a profound and symbolic place in various cultural and spiritual traditions throughout history, often regarded as a substance with grounding and purifying properties. In many belief systems, salt is seen not just as a practical element of daily life, but as a spiritual tool capable of absorbing negative energy and fostering positivity. This view arises from the notion that salt, being a natural and unprocessed material, carries the energy of the earth and possesses the ability to realign and balance one's surroundings and personal energy. The grounding properties of salt are particularly emphasized in traditions where maintaining a strong connection to the earth is considered vital for physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Grounding, or earthing, is the process of reconnecting with the stabilizing energy of the earth to achieve balance and clarity. Salt, as a crystalline substance formed over millions of years, is believed to contain the essence of the Earth's grounding energy. Sprinkling salt in one's personal space, such as around the perimeter of a room or near entryways, is thought to create a protective barrier that stabilizes the energy within the space and prevents negativity from entering. One common practice involves placing small bowls of salt in corners of a room to absorb any residual negative energy. The salt is believed to act as a sponge, drawing in and neutralizing harmful or stagnant energy that might accumulate in a space over time. This practice is particularly popular in homes where people experience frequent stress or tension, as it is thought to help clear the atmosphere and create a more harmonious environment. After a period of time, the salt is typically discarded or washed away, symbolically removing the absorbed negativity and leaving the space cleansed and renewed. In personal rituals, salt is often used for energy cleansing. For example, some individuals sprinkle salt around their beds or carry small sachets of salt as a talisman to ward off negative influences. It is also common to dissolve salt in water and use the solution for cleansing one's hands, feet, or body, a ritual believed to wash away emotional burdens and restore a sense of balance. In meditation or prayer practices, salt may be placed nearby to anchor the practitioner's energy and enhance focus, symbolizing a connection to the earth and the stability it provides. The use of salt for energy alignment extends beyond individuals to larger spaces and even entire communities. In some cultures, salt is spread across thresholds or sprinkled during ceremonies to purify an area before important events. This practice is rooted in the belief that salt can create a boundary that protects against negative or disruptive influences. Similarly, salt has been used in agricultural rituals where sprinkling it over fields is thought to ensure prosperity and guard against harmful energies that could affect the crops. Salt's association with energy alignment is also deeply tied to its role in symbolic purification. Many traditions regard salt as a purifier, capable of removing impurities not only in a physical sense, but also in an energetic or spiritual context. Bathing in salt water, for example, is a widespread ritual used to cleanse the body and spirit, helping individuals release tension, negativity, and emotional burdens. This practice is often complemented by meditation or visualization, enhancing the sense of renewal and alignment. Beyond its symbolic and spiritual uses, salt's role in energy alignment also resonates with modern concepts of mindfulness and intentional living. By incorporating salt into rituals or daily practices, individuals are encouraged to slow down and reflect on their environment and emotional state. This act of mindfulness, coupled with the tactile and sensory experience of working with salt, can promote a greater sense of awareness and presence, helping individuals feel more connected to themselves and their surroundings. In feng shui, the ancient Chinese art of harmonizing energy within a space, salt is sometimes used to clear areas where energy is believed to be stagnant or blocked. Salt lamps, made from blocks of Himalayan salt, are popular in modern interpretations of this practice. These lamps are thought to emit a warm, soothing glow that fosters a sense of calm and balance while neutralizing negative energy in a room. Whether or not these effects are scientifically measurable, the aesthetic and psychological benefits of these lamps contribute to the feeling of a more positive and aligned space. The enduring use of salt in these practices reflects its powerful symbolic and cultural significance. Its natural origins and transformative properties, both physical and symbolic, make it a unique and versatile tool for those who seek to align their energy and enhance the positivity of their surroundings. Whether used in traditional rituals or modern adaptations, salt continues to serve as a bridge between the tangible and the spiritual, reminding us of the interconnectedness of the natural world and our own well-being. By incorporating salt into personal practices, individuals can create spaces and routines that foster balance, harmony, and a deeper sense of connection to the world around them. Take a moment to consider how simple adjustments or small actions, like sprinkling salt in your shoes, can transform something as routine as wearing footwear. At first, it might seem like a minor, insignificant step, but once you realize the benefits, fresher shoes, reduced moisture, fewer odors, and even protection from fungal infections, it becomes clear that this small habit can improve not only your comfort, but also your health and hygiene. The practicality and accessibility of such hacks make them all the more appealing. Salt is inexpensive, widely available, and requires no special preparation or equipment to use effectively, which is why it has been trusted for generations as a go-to solution in households around the world. What's even more fascinating is how traditions and modern science intersect to highlight the versatility of salt. Many of the uses for salt, such as its ability to absorb moisture and neutralize odors, are deeply rooted in centuries-old practices. Yet science now helps us understand the mechanisms behind these effects, reinforcing the wisdom of past generations. This intersection of ancient knowledge and contemporary validation adds a sense of wonder to these discoveries, reminding us that sometimes the answers to modern challenges lie in simple, timeless solutions. These small, everyday hacks also have a way of empowering us. When you learn something new and apply it successfully in your own life, there's a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that comes with it. For instance, knowing that you can prevent foot odor or control moisture in your shoes with a pinch of salt transforms the way you look at an item you've probably had in your kitchen for years. It's a reminder that problem solving doesn't always require complex tools or expensive products. Sometimes it's about being resourceful and looking at the familiar in a new way. Have you ever tried this trick or encountered other surprising uses for salt? It's amazing how many clever hacks and alternative uses people discover simply by experimenting or sharing ideas with others. Salt, for example, has been used not only for shoes, but also in many other practical ways, deodorizing refrigerators, unclogging drains, enhancing cleaning solutions, and even as a natural exfoliant for skin care. Each of these hacks reveals another layer of versatility and shows how one small item can play so many different roles in our lives. Perhaps you've stumbled upon a similar hack or have a favorite tip you swear by. It could be something as simple as using vinegar for cleaning, baking soda for deodorizing, or essential oils to freshen up spaces. These shared discoveries create a sense of connection and collective knowledge as we all learn from each other's experiences and insights. Sharing these little-known tricks can spark curiosity, inspire creativity, and even foster a sense of community as we exchange practical advice to make life a little easier and more enjoyable. If you've tried the salt in your shoes method or another hack that has impressed you, it's worth reflecting on how such small changes can lead to meaningful improvements in your daily routines. Whether it's saving time, solving a persistent issue, or simply adding a touch of convenience to your life, these tips often have ripple effects that extend beyond their immediate benefits. They encourage us to think differently about the items we use every day, challenging us to find hidden value in the simplest of things. Have you come across other unique uses for everyday items? Maybe you've tried a remedy passed down through generations or discovered a new hack that's become a regular part of your routine. Sharing these experiences not only helps others, but also enriches the collective pool of knowledge that we all benefit from. It's incredible to see how something as simple as a shared tip can spark curiosity, lead to deeper learning, and create lasting changes in the way we live. So what are your thoughts? Have you ever tried putting salt in your shoes or explored another unconventional use for household items? Maybe you've heard of a trick that seems unusual but works wonders. Or perhaps you have a story of how a simple hack saved the day. Sharing these moments not only helps us appreciate the resourcefulness of everyday solutions, but also reminds us of the value in staying open to new ideas and possibilities. Let's keep the conversation going and discover more of these hidden gems together. After all, it's these small, extraordinary insights that make life so endlessly fascinating. If this inspired you or made you think differently about something as ordinary as salt, why not try it out and see the difference for yourself? And if you have your own life hacks, tips, or hidden gems to share, we'd love to hear about them, because sharing knowledge is how we all grow. Thank you for exploring this with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more surprising tips and ideas that empower and enrich your everyday life. Until next time, keep discovering the extraordinary in the ordinary. Good luck.